Hey everyone, it's Holly, and I'm back with another video. Sorry I took a few days off. I just had a really busy weekend, but I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have been watching my videos. Thanks to those of you who have reached out and given me some feedback on some different products that you've tried that I've recommended based on my experiences with them. That's been really cool to hear how things have been working out for you all. This video today is going to be kind of a follow-up to the foundation that I was trying. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you as soon as I had planned based on my experiences with it. But like I said, I mean, it was just a crazy busy weekend, and then I was really busy all day yesterday. So today's really the first day that I'm able to shoot this. But the good news is I'm now filming in my bedroom instead of in my bathroom, and the bathroom kind of made the sound really echoey when I was talking, and so I'm hoping that the sound quality is going to be a lot better now that I'm filming in my bedroom and not with like hard floors and, you know, just kind of the echoiness that is in bathrooms. So, good news to be filming in here. I like it. It's a lot better. But I wanted to do the follow-up to the foundation, and then I wanted to talk about a few products that I've been trying lately. Just to give you my feedback on them. One of them I'm definitely returning. Another one I'm not really that thrilled with, but I have them all laid out here, and so we'll get to those here shortly. So the first thing is, let's talk about the foundation. This is the bottle, the Covergirl Healthy Elixir. You can see it's got like foundation all over it. I've clearly been using it. One thing I will say, if you try this, it's in the pump, okay? But this foundation is very thick. So I noticed that after I used up kind of what was in the initial wand that's down in here that, you know, sends the product up to the pump, it felt like it was empty. Like I'm pumping, nothing's coming out. And so just a little piece of advice or something when you're using this, if you're pumping and you're like, this is brand new, why is nothing coming out? Just shake it up really well, and then more will come. I think it is just because it's such a thick product. Because when I unscrewed the cap and I looked down in there, I was like, well, there's still a ton in there. What's going on? And it was just because it's that thick. So, just something to consider. I like this foundation. I'm wearing it today. I don't know how well. I wonder if I turn the light down, if you'll be able to see it kind of a little better. But yeah, I feel like this is really a nice full coverage foundation. I think that this color is a little light for me. If you look at it in comparison to my chest, it is a little on the light side for me. So if I purchase it again, which I probably will, even though I'm really tempted to go back to my Milani, I will probably get a little darker shade. This was buff beige, so I thought that it would be my wintertime shade, but I have medium skin tone, so I typically have to get something a little on the darker side of light. So just, especially in the wintertime. I tried this in combination with my Benefit the Professional Primer. If you haven't seen one of my videos before, this is what it looks like. You can get that at, I have makeup on my hand. You can get this at Ulta or Sephora, or you can buy it online. I'm not really sure where else you can pick it up, but it is a little more of a pricey product. But I find that it blurs my fine lines and wrinkles, and it fills my pores really nicely, giving me a nice smooth canvas. Not only that, I feel like it helps to control my oil. I am a combination skin tone, normal to oily. I'm normal kind of in these areas, but in my T-zone, I tend to get oily. So it does help with that. So that's why I like it. The foundation definitely performed the best with that primer. I tried it with the, excuse me, the Smashbox Primerizer that I got in my Sephora Playbox this month. I really don't love that primer. It's a primer and moisturizer in one, and I feel like it just leaves me looking like a grease pit by the end of the day. So that's not one that I'm going to continue to use. except when to do some foundation reviews, just because, especially if it's a more matte foundation, sometimes you need a little extra moisture. But this lasted pretty much all day, the foundation. The only place that I noticed anything really going on was I had to pay special attention not to have the product get caked up along the line between my nose and my cheek. And then I had to kind of use special care when applying it to my nose. Okay, I'm just going to say my nose is trash. All right, not one foundation ever really performs well on my nose. And I feel like it's because it gets oily. Plus, I have a lot of pores on the nose. And so it's just a lot for it to have to do. You know, it's trash. The nose is trash. So I can't really base how good a foundation is or not based on how it works on my nose. But I noticed if I take special care, I tried one day just putting a little of the foundation on the back of my hand and kind of patting it on my nose instead of using a beauty sponge or a brush. And it worked pretty well. But mostly I just kind of take special care when using the sponge and make sure that it's not like blotchy or streaky on my nose. But overall, this really performed. I noticed kind of after a few hours of wear under here, I would get a little bit of redness showing through, but that's just typical. Even with my Milani, that happens from time to time. So I do recommend this foundation. I paid $13.50 for it, but I believe that it was higher at the grocery store that I purchased it than it is like at Walgreens or Walmart or something like that. So I think you can get that closer to the $12 range, and I'm going to be checking that out. If I purchase it again, I will not be purchasing it at that grocery store. So, yeah, that's a thumbs up for sure. Good foundation. Good foundation. I don't think it's quite as good as my Milani, and maybe I would like it more if I had a little bit darker shade. But yeah, overall it was good. I'm going to use the whole bottle before I purchase the Milani again, I think. So that's just me. You all know that the Tarte Shape Tape is my favorite concealer, and I want to say this NARS Radiant and Creamy Concealer, which is more expensive than the Shape Tape by $3. I guess they raised the Shape Tape prices. But I bought this because it would be a close second. And the coverage really was. I didn't like that the doe foot applicator was smaller than the one on the Shape Tape. But the one on the Shape Tape is huge. But it just seemed like it took a lot longer to apply product. However, as I started to get kind of low on this, I wanted to like scrape the sides, the inside wall of the packaging to get some out that was still in the tube. And look what happened. The doe foot just completely broke off down inside. And I was like, if I'm paying $30 for a tube of concealer and the package breaks before I can even get all of the product out of it, then that is so wrong on so many levels. Like, if it happened to like a $5 concealer or something, I would be a lot more understanding, because obviously they're not going to invest a ton of money in the packaging if they're trying to get the product to you at an inexpensive price. But if I'm paying $30 for this, this package should not break. I mean, that's just, I was really upset about that. So moving on from that. So since I had the Shape Tape ordered, because I shared in my last video that I went to Ulta to pick it up and they didn't have any of the lighter shades still. And when I went in after Christmas, I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, it's Christmas time. Of course, they're going to sell out. Well, it was a month later I went in and they only had the deeper shades. So I ordered it from the store, which means you don't have to pay shipping. So that was a cool thing. And you get to pick between like a skincare and a fragrance sample that comes with your package. So that was kind of nice. I mean, whatever. But the lady said that it would be 2 to 7 days before it was delivered, but probably closer to the 2-day range because they had it in their district. Then when I was tracking the delivery on it, it said it was coming from Texas. And I really don't think Texas is in the same district as Colorado. I mean, it might be, but it's not coming until tomorrow. So since it was longer than the 2 days, you all know I bought the little, let's see, this is wrapped up with a hairband, but I bought the Tarte kind of sample package, and it had 4 of the Shape Tape samples in it. Well, those are obviously aren't going to last me for a whole week. So I had to go pick up another concealer at the drugstore just to kind of get me through. I heard good things about this one, and I will say I like it. I just think that with this, well, I don't know about the coloring, but this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser of Dark Circles Treatment Concealer with goji berry and haloxol. I think I'm saying that right. Hope you can see that. It's got the little sponge tip applicator, which is all right. And I just dab it on there, and then I blend it in with the beauty sponge. The thing that I don't like about this is I got the shade Light Pale. And again, I'm medium skin tone, so I figured this might even be too light, but we'll check it out. But I'm going to put some on my hand so you can see. Here, let me try to turn this down a little bit so maybe you can see it better. But that's not that light for Light Pale, you know? So I wasn't really too happy with that shade range. So I think maybe I'm not loving this because I'm not getting as much illumination under the eye and kind of up here and here in the center that I like, because I use this as an illuminator for like a contouring type of thing. And it just isn't light enough. But the coverage is good. It lasts all day. I really do like that. And I have no idea how much this was. I think it was in the $10, $11 range. But I just can't wait for my Shape Tape to get here. It will be here tomorrow. And I'm super pumped to be back to my old favorite, because it's been about a month without it now. So I'm ready. All right, the next product, but yes, I would say a thumbs up to this. If you don't want to spend as much on concealer, buying a high-end concealer, this is good for the drugstore. Just keep in mind that the light is not that light at all. So just remember that when purchasing, you might want to get like a fair instead of a light if you're more fair complected, because I would probably get the fair if I was purchasing it again, and I'm a medium complexion. All right, but moving on, the next thing I want to talk about is charcoal soap. Where have I been on this? Like, I remember my dad telling me back in October that he bought the Yes to Tomatoes brand of charcoal soap at Walmart, and that he and my stepmom were loving it, and I needed to get some. But we looked at my Walmart when he was visiting, and they didn't have it. So I just kind of forgot about it. But then when I was going through some of my niece's things that she had left behind at my house, I found this little, like, I don't know if you can see that, charcoal soap sample. And I was like, I'll try it. You know, I mean, what the heck? It could be good. First of all, I started reading up on charcoal soap after I found this, and actually it is acne fighting, which is awesome, and it doesn't dry your skin out. I've been using this on my face. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you how smooth my skin is after using this. And that's what my dad said. He was like, get it, use it on your whole body. It makes your skin so smooth and so soft. You'll love it. And so I tried this out just on my face at first, and then I used it on my whole body in the shower. Unbelievable. And it doesn't dry your skin out at all. So I'm loving this. So I ordered online the Yes to Tomatoes brand. It was like $4, I think, for a full-size bar of it at Walmart. And I just had them. It was going to cost me $10 to have it shipped to me, like in total, or $4 if I went to the store and picked it up. So I'm going to go pick that up. You have 7 days to pick it up. So you'll save yourself some money on shipping if they don't have something actually in your store, but you agree to pick it up in the store. But this charcoal soap is amazing. I cannot recommend this enough. You can get it at a very affordable price, and it's actually really good for you. It doesn't smell the best. I mean, but I can't imagine. It doesn't smell bad, but it just has kind of like a charcoal type of smell. I mean, I can't really think of another way to describe it. But it is so good. You will be amazed. And also, after I use other face washes to wash off all my makeup and my face, like when I look at my face, I just look kind of scary, you know, like you look kind of blotchy and, you know, everything is showing. My face looks like very bright and brilliant after I use this. It's like my skin just looks like it's almost glowing. It's unreal. So if you haven't tried charcoal soap before, I highly recommend that you get some. I know that Yes to Tomatoes is a good brand. Look at how dry this is getting on my hand the longer it's drying down. I just can't believe that. Anyway, but you can get it very affordable at Walmart. And again, if they don't carry it in your Walmart, you can order it online and then go pick it up at your store. So that's really cool. Charcoal soap, definitely guaranteed that it's going to make your skin softer. I can say that without a doubt. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is a product I don't like. This is the NYX Super Skinny Eye Marker. And I had honestly heard some good things about this, so I was like, I'm going to try it. I don't know if I just got a dud or what. But when I used this, I bought it because I told you all I wasn't a huge fan of this Physicians Formula one. And I wanted to try to get another one with a felt tip pen without having to pay for like the Kat Von D tattoo liner, which I love and it works great. But I'm not really trying to pay $27, $28 every single time that I get an eyeliner. I also heard that Stila eyeliner is really good. But again, I'm not trying to pay an arm and a leg every time I want an eyeliner. I want to find a good drugstore felt tip pen liner. This one just seems so dry, and I hope that you can see that. Do you see how it's like kind of pigmented here, but almost immediately it starts to look like it's dried out? It just does not have the pigmentation that I'm looking for, and that's why I didn't really like the Physicians Formula one, because I feel like when I'm applying it, I have to like go over it 2 or 3 times to make it black enough. So this is a big fat no, and I really don't think it was very cheap. I want to say it was like $12, which is high for the drugstore. So I saved the packaging. This is going back without a doubt. And I'm surprised I didn't like it because one of my favorite liquid liners is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner in the shade black. This one, but this is starting to dry out a little bit just because I've been using it for so long. I feel like this is maybe the 3rd or 4th one of these I've purchased. But I want it, sometimes you just don't feel like taking forever getting your, this is the 3rd one. And you can see how much darker that is than these two, at least I hope you can. And this is drying out. But some days you just want to use a pen really quickly, slide that liner on and be ready to go. This takes a little longer because, you know, it requires a little more skill than a felt tip pen does. So I guess I'm just going to go back to that one. If any of you all have any drugstore felt tip pen liners that you're loving, please share. But I don't like the Physicians Formula one, and I do not like this NYX one. Maybe I did just get like a dud. Sometimes they'll have like a batch that comes out that are duds. But yeah. And then I ordered my first 2 Morphe brushes. And what's cool about Morphe brushes is, especially if you buy them individually, they're extremely inexpensive. I paid $2 for one of these and $3 for the other one. So the shipping was actually more than the price of the products themselves. But I think including shipping to have them get to my door, it was like $11 for the product and the shipping. And that's not bad if you get 2 nice makeup brushes out of it. The first one I got is the Morphe MB27. And this is kind of like a little bit of a pencil style of brush. I use this for going under my eyes or to get more precise. I didn't today, but to get more precise application in the outer corner with the shadows. Just something a little thinner, but it's still semi-soft, so you can do a little blending with it. But mostly this is just for like kind of packing some shadow out here if you don't want it to be all in this area, or going under the eye with. I needed one of these. And then the next one I got is the Morphe B45. This is an angled tipped brush. It's still kind of soft, but I wanted to try a gel eyeliner. And so you can use this to apply that. Or if you want to use like a black eyeshadow as an eyeliner, this is good for that. Angled, and it's really skinny. I don't know if you can see that, how skinny it is. so you can really get up close to the lash line. Or if you want to apply eyeshadow under the lower lash line, same type of principle. So I'm really liking these two brushes. I'm excited about this. I mean, they're nothing super fancy. They don't feel like they're super cheap, but they don't feel like a super pricey brush brand either. But I've heard good things about Morphe brushes, and these were two shapes of brushes that I didn't have, and I really had wanted to try the liquid liner, so I went ahead and ordered those. They took a little over a week, I think, to arrive, though. So just something to consider. But that's everything I really wanted to talk about today. I also just really wanted to get back on here and follow up about the foundation, since it's been several days since I started the review. Again, thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please log into YouTube and subscribe. Like the videos that you're enjoying, and I'll continue to make that content. Tomorrow we might do an eyeshadow look, or I might have another product to review. Basically, it depends on if I have time to go out and pick it up tonight. So, again, thank you for watching. I'm glad you joined me today. I'm glad to be filming in my bedroom now instead of in that echoey bathroom. I think that's going to make a big difference. But I hope you have a great day. God bless you, and I will see you next time. Bye.